Hello and welcome students to my channel. In today's lecture, I'm going to show you how to create the triangle pattern of a star. So when we are creating this pattern, we are going to use a for loop. So let me open my Turbo C++ software and let us do that program. Okay, now till the time it's get started, I will just try to include header files because header files is the first thing that we actually write, and then we have a logic related to the printing that we have. Okay, so how we are going to have the printing, the variable declaration, let us see one by one. Now the first thing, you have to write header files. So we'll write header files now, hash include stdio.h. Okay, now this is a standard input output header file for C programming. Second header file I'm putting, it's a conio.h. Then I will start my program by implementing void main function. Okay, now if you want to print a pattern, basically every for loop has got three parts: initialization, condition, and iteration. So if I take two variables, why I'm taking two variables? Because I am going to take two sort of for loops. So A is for one for loop, B is for another for loop. So the first for loop I want to take is for A is equal to 1 because we are starting with 1. So I'm taking a range of value that is 1 to 5. Okay, so I'm initializing with 1. After that, I'm going to write a semicolon. Then A less than equal to 5 means less than 5, or 5 also is allowed as per the loop logic. And a plus plus is nothing but the incrementation. Now next thing, I will go for another for loop where we are going to have even a vertical and horizontal printing. So I'm going to take a b now. Okay, now if I take b with the same logic, like same loop, same condition I'm going to take, then how it will appear. And for a triangle, what are the changes? Both the things I'm going to show you. So let us keep both the conditions same and then try to print. Now, as this is C programming, we are not going to use Cout. Printf is to be used. So I will write here %d, because for integer we write %d, and I'm going to have a ka printing. Now, if I want that vertical things to be printed, printf slash n is a new line character. So it will arrange the data as per new line character. So let us have this getch. Getch is basically for if you are accepting keyboard inputs, that will be considered. Now let us run this program and check whether this program has got the pattern related output. Now see here, the pattern is created vertical as well as horizontal printing. If you observe horizontally, it's like 1 repeated 5 times, 2 repeated 5 times till 5. And if you see vertically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pattern creation happens with nested loop. So if you observe the program carefully, this for loop is the primary one, and inside that for loop I have declared another for loop. So the concept of declaring for loop inside another for loop, or a loop inside other loop, is called as nested loop. So this program is basically for a nested loop. Okay, and if I want to change this pattern, I don't want to keep this particular part. So what I can do is I will just compare this B with A, and let us change this to B++. Okay, and let us check what output will come. Now I have not given clear screen, so most of the time the previous outputs get repeated. So I'm just putting clear screen so that we can get a dedicated output. And let's run this. So this is a triangle pattern, but if I want to print a pattern of star, then what changes I can do? So I'm not going to write print fk inside %d. I'm going to take a symbol. Okay, that symbol we are printing with respect to a. Now let us check what type of output appears here. So this is the triangle pattern of star that can be created by using the logic where nested loops are taken, and with the help of nested loops we are able to arrange the kind of pattern that we want to create it. So this is one of the simple program that you can take with two for loops, and with the each for loop you need to have that initialization, condition, iteration, and with the nested loop concept this patterns are possible. If you take single for loop, basically the patterns are not possible because either you can print horizontally or vertically, that is the concern, but two for loops are going to have parallel comparison, and according to that you can create the pattern. Okay, so this is one of the simplest program that I want to give you for a star printing pattern. Even for a square printing pattern you have to keep both the conditions same. So I hope you people have understood this program. Please have this particular code for your reference. Please practice that code. If you have any particular doubt related to C programming, you can put it in a comment. I will reply you. I will help you out in your studies. So I hope this lecture is helpful for you. In this lecture, I have just focused on nested loop and printing pattern. So thank you. Thank you very much